Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back to The Crow. We are your hosts, Anna Barrett
and Justin Travis. Thank you for joining us. I am a senior at Jacksonville State and the sports editor for the Chanticleer.
And I am a junior and the news editor. We wanted to start a podcast to have more of a conversation with our audience.
Jumping right into the stories from the last week, there have been 11 stories published since the last episode of The Crow.
At number 1, we have student struck in crosswalk, minor injuries. A Jacksonville State University student was struck by a vehicle on Highway 204 and sustained minor injuries Thursday morning, according to university police. The student was hit by a white Napidi truck while crossing Highway 204 between the Jones International House and Logan Hall. The crosswalk where the student was struck is one that the Alabama Department of Transportation has recommended removing permanently. According to UPD officer David Intrican, he is unsure of what happened. He said, "I didn't speak to the young man, but he may or may not have been paying attention when he stepped out into the street. The city of Jacksonville is going to investigate." The accident was reported at 10:51 a.m., according to Jacksonville City's Live Alarm. UPD was first on the scene, according to UPD officer Paige Rokas. Jacksonville Police, Jacksonville Fire Department, and Piedmont EMS were also present. You can find the full article on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app. At number 2, we have Everything You Need to Know, SGA VPSS candidates. 2 seniors, Caitlin Letson and Matthew Hood, ran for the Vice President of Student Senate for the Student Government Association. Again, elections took place via campus groups on Tuesday. According to the Jacksonville State University Student Handbook, the responsibilities of VPSS are to fill Senate vacancies through their term, cast a tie-breaking vote, appoint committee chair and members, as well as many other duties. Hood believed that his experience would bring change to the Senate and better help the student body. He said, "I feel like a lot of the student body is tired of the same promises, but they get the same thing every time no matter who's in each position. I know I've personally felt that way." Incumbent VPSS Letson said she feels like she's the more qualified candidate because she has had multiple years of experience in other SGA positions. She said, "I think I have the most to offer to this job, and I think I've really proven that in the past year. I think my people skills as well are more polished over than the other candidate, and I think that is a big unseen requirement for this job. It really takes cooperation to get things passed." Hood and Letson ran against each other last year as well. When asked about how they felt about the rematch, Hood said he has grown as a person over the last year, which makes this election different. He said, "I feel like a lot of things have changed since then. Not only have I changed as a person, but I feel like the campaign environment has changed." Letson said she's nervous about the rematch, but thinks she has the advantage as the incumbent. "I'm a little nervous. Matthew learned from his mistakes last year, I assume. I think it will be a more competitive race this year, but as the incumbent, I think I still have the advantage." You can find the full article on our website or on our app.
Coming in at number 3, we have the Women's History Month event Makes Women Feel Seen and Heard by Maddie Reed, features editor. The Office of Diversity and Inclusion hosted the first of 2 Women's History Month events last Friday, March 8th, in the Thurin Montgomery Building Auditorium. Speakers at the event included history professor Jennifer Gross and Sandra Sudduth, a JSU graduate and award-winning teacher. Women's History Month is defined by 3 colors according to Sudduth. Purple represents justice and dignity, green represents hope and new beginnings, and white represents purity. According to Gross, the next event will be the 4th annual Women's History Month March and award ceremony. The march will be held on March 26th and will have a poster-making event for the march on March 25th in Angel Hall, room 117. For more information, you can find the full article on the website or on our app. At number 4, we have Madeline Reichert, Your Vote Matters. In her bi-weekly column, the Chanticleer's editor-in-chief, Madeline Reichert, wrote about the importance of exercising one's right to vote nationally, locally, and specifically on one's college campus. Reichert highlighted the Student Government Association's election and how many people feel as, quote, "Being part of a small campus, it is hard to see how any student organization, especially an organization full of people you likely know well, care for, or dislike, can make any substantial change. But like Reichert stated, quote, SGA does impact our student body, and it is our job as JSU students to take time to vote for those who will enact change the best." You can find the full article on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app. At the number 5 spot, we have letters to the editor. One death, one injury is one too many. In a special to the Chanticleer from Elaine Bowman, a student here at Jacksonville State, Bowman noted the aforementioned incident where a student was struck in a crosswalk on March 7th. She stated, quote, "All the signs, all the traffic lights, all the speed strips in the world are not going to stop students from getting struck when people don't obey the speed limit and don't pay attention to what's going on in front of them. Drivers do not obey the limit," end quote. She also wanted to raise awareness for the students as well as stating, quote, "Students also need to pay attention to what's going on. A red light will not make someone stop if they don't see it and aren't paying attention," end quote. All in the hopes of raising the question, when will they actually do something to protect our students and faculty from having to worry about getting hit while crossing the road? Calling to action all who read the emotional letter, which you can find on our website or on our app.
At number 6, we have everything you need to know, SGA VPPR candidates. Juniors Brianna Lewis and Dwight Otis and sophomore Miller Small ran for the Vice President of Public Relations of the Student Government Association. Elections took place via campus groups on Tuesday. According to the Jacksonville State University's Student Handbook, the VPPR coordinates the publicity for the SGA, designs printed material, and performs duties of the president when needed. Efforts to reach Lewis were unsuccessful. Otis said that he wants students to know that if he was elected, he will be there for students and be more reachable, even though he would be in an executive position. He said, "I just want to let them know that I'm here for them, even if it's just to sit in my office and have a conversation. One thing I hate is that they see the SGA as some type of exec board over them, but they forget to realize that we're actually still students." Small said he wants students to know that he wants to be able to give students what JSU has given him, a welcoming environment. He wants to make sure that JSU maintains its motto of the friendliest campus in the South. He said, "I want to help create more of that foundation on campus." You can read the full article on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app.
At number 7, we have SAC COC to visit campus as part of re-accreditation process by Madeline Reichert, Editor-in-Chief. A part of the final steps of re-accreditation, the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission of Colleges will be on campus Monday through Thursday to complete an on-site evaluation, according to Terry Casey, Vice President of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Reaccreditation, a process that is completed every 10 years, is handled by SAC COC, a peer-led organization that accredits higher education institutions in the southern states. Their process, according to their website, is completed through rigorous internal and external peer review. According to their website, quote, "Accreditation seeks to ensure constituents and the public that the quality and integrity of higher educational institutions meets acceptable levels of quality. Students on campus, unless they have been specifically chosen to talk with the SAC COC team, or if their classes have been moved around in Merrill Hall, should not notice a change in operations on campus," Casey said. You can read the full article on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app.
At number 8, we have SGA candidates debate civilly leading up to elections. Matthew Hood, the current president pro tempore for Student Senate, told the crowd of roughly 35 people that he is the most qualified person for the job, in addition to being experienced and passionate. He said, "I don't believe there's anyone else here at this university who wants VPSS more than I do." Incumbent VPSS Caitlin Letson said that she is the most experienced person for the position, since she has served as VPSS for the past year. Letson also said she has helped Student Senate become more successful, including hosting a total of 19 Senate meetings. She said, "We went from having 11 open Senate seats to having none. I will continue to fight for students in everything they do." Dylan Lee, the current Governmental Relations Committee Chair for Student Senate, said that he has 3 goals he would pursue as VPSA. Revamp older event ideas, utilize more campus organizations and Student Activities Council, and make SAC more accessible for first-generation and transfer students. He said, "I am confident in saying my time in these organizations has prepared me for the role of VPSA." Javian Curtis, the current Major Entertainment Committee head for SAC, said his passion for events would be furthered and he would be intentional to have students' opinions voiced. He said, "I have prided myself into becoming a better leader for my peers." Student Activities Council Director of Marketing, Brianna Lewis, said her time in different student organizations such as the NAACP and SAC, and her personal business makes her qualified for the job of VPPR. She said, I want to improve transparency and enhance campus awareness. Student Senator Matthew Small said that his goal as VPPR, if he is elected, is to be a good listener and a good communicator. He said, "I will be a leader at Jack State, serving with nothing but kindness and love." Student Senator Dwight Otis said he has served in various organizations, which makes him qualified for VPPR. He said, "What may seem small to some is important to me." Uncontested candidates for SGA President and Vice President of Organizational Affairs also addressed the audience. You can read what they had to say in the article on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app. At number 9, we have Student Senate passes bill to represent military students in Student-Led Advisory Board. Senate Bill 68, authored by pro tempore Matthew Hood, would give military organizations on campus a representative in the Organization Advisory Board under the Vice President of Organizational Activities. Senator Keandre Swift questioned the ability to actually fill this position, stating there is not very much interest in filling the positions that are on the board now. Hood responded saying he has found no one at the time, but plans on filling the role himself for the time being until a replacement is found. There was also an amendment to the bill, authored by Senator Swift and Senator Anna Grace Silvey, that would allow the VPOA to make this position optional. The bill passed with a vote of 18-4. You can find the full article and learn about the other bill that was passed on our website or on our app. At number 10, we have Letson wins rematch in VPSS race, SGA election results. Incumbent Caitlin Letson won the rematch of Vice President of Student Senate against Matthew Hood. She received 80% of the 1,077 total votes for VPSS. Letson said she is very excited to have won the rematch. She said she is ready to continue in her leadership, but also improve on what needs to be fixed. Hood said he is not interested in being in Student Senate again because of the race. He said he had experienced some disrespect throughout the campaign and did not want to surround himself with disrespect in the fall. He said, "I feel like what has happened to me, the way Senate has treated me this past year has been unprofessional, frankly, and I don't really want to subject myself to that." After the results were announced, Letson said she told Hood that the race was a good competition. That is when she said he told her he did not want to be involved with Senate again. When asked if she would have appointed Hood again, despite the results of the race and their working relationship the past year, Letson said, "He hasn't seemed that interested in Senate for the past few months anyway, so I don't know why he would want to be appointed again." All 26 senators on the ballot will have a seat in the Senate because there were 30 seats available. Letson said she thinks she will be able to fill the Senate through appointments by the beginning of the fall semester. Dylan Lee will be the next Vice President of Student Activities, according to election results. He won by 431 votes on Tuesday. There were 1,069 votes cast for VPSA total, according to the results. Miller Small will be the next Vice President of Public Relations, according to election results. Small received 55% of votes Tuesday. There were 1,076 votes cast for VPPR, according to results. Jacob Shears will be Mr. Jack State with 484 votes. Shears is a sophomore, Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity brother majoring in political science from Montford, Alabama, according to his biography. He is a JSU ambassador and Gamecock guide, as well as a member of the honors program and Lambda Sigma Honor Society, according to his biography. Amelia Baker will be the next Miss Jack State with 469 votes, according to the results. Baker is a junior majoring in communications from Anniston, according to her biography. She is also a Gamecock orientation leader, the vice president of Phi Mu at JSU, and a member of JSU's chapter of the Public Relations Student Society of America, according to her biography. Jaden McGee will be Mr. Friendly, with 494 votes, according to the results. McGee is a junior majoring in sports management from Hoover, Alabama, according to his biography. He is involved in JSU's Reformed University of Fellowship and the Cocky Karaoke Club, according to his biography. Callie Stewart will be the next Miss Friendly with 333 votes, according to the results. Stewart is a junior integrated studies student from Datesville who works in the Office of Admissions, according to her biography. She is Phi Mu's secretary in the Honors Program's Public Relations Chair, according to her biography. She is also a member of the Model Arab League and an American Democracy Project committee member, according to her biography. You can read the full article and get all of the percentage details from the election on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app.
Rounding out the list at number 7, we have the University Police host events to inform campus and community by Maddie Reed, features editor, and Austin Tackett, correspondent. Emergency service personnel showed up and showed out at a Safety Day event Tuesday and worked to create relationships between the personnel and the community. The event was held on the quad and included Jacksonville Police and Fire Department, along with University Police and a trooper boat for maritime use and a special weapons and tactics vehicle, according to the campus relations coordinator, Adam Green. This event was not just for the community, but was used to help law enforcement and safety patrol hear about issues people have, according to Green. University Police offered forms for students and faculty to fill out if they had any issues they wanted to bring to attention in particular. Junior KJ Slayton attended the event and mentioned that events like Safety Day are great for getting to know the people protecting our campus. He said, quote, "I think events like these are great where you get to see them and feel more connected." You can read the full article on our website, jsuchanticleer.com, or on our app.
Moving right along to our sports update for the week. Justin, take it away.
The Gamecocks men's basketball team season came to a close on Tuesday as they lost to the Florida International Panthers 76-67 in the first round of the Conference USA tournament in Huntsville, Alabama. The team went 14-18 on the year and finished 6-10 in Conference USA play. This team was led by seniors Kai Tandy, who earned first-team All-Conference honors after leading Conference USA in scoring this year, averaging around 18 points per game, and Jawan Purdue, who holds the record for the most games played in a Jack State uniform at 137 games. The Gamecocks women's golf team placed second out of 8 universities at the Chris Bannister Golf Classic in Glencoe, Alabama on Tuesday. The team was led by their fantastic freshman trio of Ashley Stevenson, who finished tied for second in the competition, Ginger Heath, who finished 7th, and Rachel Camp, who finished 9th. The Jack State men's golf team placed 17th out of 18 teams in the Tiger Invitational at Auburn. Fresh off of a stellar weekend series win over the University of Iowa, 2-1, the Gamecocks baseball team took over the state's capital en route to a 16-4 win in just 7 innings of play over the Alabama State Yellow Jackets. The resounding win was the first of the Eli Gold era here at Jacksonville State, as the legendary sportscaster took over the TV booth alongside former baseball head coach Jim Case. The Gamecocks softball team also had a successful weekend in the Georgia Bulldog Classic, as they went 2-2 in their 4 games with the wins over Miami, Ohio, and the University of Furman. The team's losses over the weekend came at the hands of the number 7 ranked team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. After a 9-0 loss on Saturday, Jack State bounced back with a heavily contested battle on Sunday that led to a narrow 8-6 loss. The Jack State bowling team should still be celebrating their big weekend, as they won the United States Bowling Congress's Intercollegiate Team Sectionals in Samira, Tennessee, to qualify for the USBC ITC National Championship in April. The Jack State women's basketball team wrapped up their regular season as they outlasted the Sam Houston Bearcats in overtime on Saturday, winning 74-70. The win moved the Gamecocks to 12-16 on the year and 7-9 in Conference USA play. The team earned the 5th seed in the Conference USA tournament and will play the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in the Conference USA quarterfinal round. That's it for sports.
As we wrap up this episode, let's talk about what you can look forward to throughout the week and the next episode. On Thursday, March 14th, there will be a FAFSA day from 10 to 4 p.m. in Ayers Hall. This is a great opportunity for students who may need help filling out the new FAFSA form. There will also be a Gamecock Market clothing giveaway from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the Thurman Montgomery building. According to the JSU event calendar, this is a free clothing giveaway event for JSU students. Students may bring bags to fill with free clothing items while supplies last. All items are brand new. Sophomores, or students who have earned more than 32 credit hours, can register for fall and summer courses beginning at 8 a.m. There will also be a FAFSA night from 4 to 7 p.m. in the Houston Cole Library. And the 3rd annual Gamecock Gala will be from 7 to 11 p.m. in the Leon Cole Auditorium.
As previously mentioned, the women's basketball team will take on the number 4 seeded Louisiana Tech Bulldogs in Huntsville, Alabama at 11:30 a.m. as part of the Conference USA quarterfinal round.
On Friday, March 15th, the Gamecock Market clothing giveaway will continue from 10 to 2 p.m. in the TMB.
If the Gamecocks women's basketball team wins their matchup on Thursday, they will play again on Friday in the semifinal round in Huntsville, Alabama. The track and field team will compete in Montevallo, Alabama on Friday. The bowling team will also compete in the Columbia 300 Music City Classic in Tennessee. Here on campus, the men's tennis team will take on Citadel at 9 a.m. and Dartmouth at 3 p.m. Softball will play Liberty in Lynchburg, Virginia at 5 p.m. on Friday as well. The baseball team will take on Southern Illinois at 6 p.m. in Illinois. On Saturday, March 16th, the women's tennis team plays Louisiana Tech in Ruston, Louisiana at 12 p.m. Softball team continues their play in Lynchburg, Virginia as they take on Liberty at 1 p.m. And baseball continues their play in Illinois as they play Southern Illinois at 2 p.m. If they continue to advance, the women's basketball team will play in the Conference USA Finals in Huntsville, Alabama at 4:30 p.m. on Saturday.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to all who celebrate on Sunday. Also on the 17th is the Chanticleer's 90th birthday.
Also on Sunday, the bowling team will wrap up their play in the Columbia 300 Music City Classic in Tennessee. Softball finishes up their series against Liberty at 10 a.m. in Lynchburg, Virginia. And women's team takes on the University of Louisiana Monroe at 12 p.m. in Louisiana. The baseball team also wraps up their play in Southern Illinois at 1 p.m. on Sunday as well.
Monday, March 18th is the beginning of spring break. Stay safe.
Also on Monday, women's golf plays at Spring Break Shootout in Dade City, Florida. And the men's tennis team takes on the UNC Asheville in North Carolina at 11 a.m. On Tuesday, March 19th, women's golf finishes up their play in the Dade City, Florida. Women's tennis plays the University of New Orleans at 2 p.m. And the baseball team plays here on campus versus Sanford at Jim K Stadium at 6 p.m. On Wednesday, March 20th, men's tennis team plays at North Florida at Jacksonville, Florida at 1 p.m. And the softball team plays at Chattanooga in Tennessee at 4 p.m.
Thank you all for listening. Just as a reminder, on top of being able to listen to The Crow on our website, you can also listen wherever you get your podcasts.
The Crow will also be aired on WOJS 91.9 FM on Thursday morning at 9, but it will not air on Friday this week. We will also not have an episode next week because we will be on spring break.
We are your hosts, Anna Barrett
and Justin Travis. We will meet you back here next week.